welcome to another haul, but this is not just any haul, this is Morphe brushes, baby. So Brittany and I got back from Gen Beauty about a week ago, and of course we stopped at Morphe brushes. It actually is not too far from the Gen Beauty location in downtown LA. Morphe, if you didn't know, started out as this like teeny tiny store, and now they've expanded to this huge location, and it is beautiful, you guys. We walked in and we were just like, oh, like the gods spoke to us. It is a humongous store, and I went a little crazy. I actually went a lot crazy. I bought probably way too much. I got to the counter, she rang me up, and I was like, my total is what? I bought a bunch of stuff for me and for you guys, so there will be a big Morphe giveaway. I'm not in this video because I'm going to compile a few more things. It's not just going to be a Morphe giveaway. I'm going to do a few winners, and one of the prizes is going to be a Morphe package with these things here, and then I'm going to have like a package with some stuff I got from Gen Beauty and another prize winning package. So stay tuned for that, but I'm going to show you what you'll win here. Okay, let's start out with what I'm wearing on my eyes today. These are the new Morphe palettes, and I don't know like what they are called. The limited edition Morphe Inspire palettes? I don't really know. This is the 25A. It looks like this right here. This became popular because Jaclyn Hill talks about them all the time. This is the more coppery one, and then they have like a more kind of cool toned neutral one. This one I fell in love with because, woo, take that off there. You can see all of the like warm toned like coppery colors. It really is an awesome palette. I've been using it to death. I used it the day after I bought it in LA. I wore it to Gen Beauty the next day, and I love it. I love these like shiny colors right here. I love the mattes. I've used almost every single color in this palette, and I haven't found a bad one yet. So they're really, really creamy. They're really high quality, and I had a feeling I would love it. So I picked up, that's the box for it, an extra one for you guys. So this will be in my Morphe giveaway. Stay tuned for that, and this is the palette you don't want to miss out on, you guys. The hype is real, and I totally see why. Like, it's a great palette. I also bought another Jaclyn Hill hyped up product. Surprise, surprise, right? This is the Morphe brush travel case, and I have a couple of travel cases, but the ones that I have are from Sigma, and they're actually really small. They're the ones that have like the lids, and I feel like they kind of smush my brushes. So this one, as you can see, it's probably the same like general size, but it opens like this. So that way you lay all your brushes in there and then you close it like this. So you're not like capping something on top of your brushes and smushing the bristles and making them all misshapen and deformed. This just opens up. You can fit a lot of brushes in here, snap it closed, and I can't wait to use this. I actually am going to be traveling a lot the next year, so this is gonna come in handy. Then I picked up two, one for me, one for you, of the new Flawless Beauty Sponges. Apparently these are supposed to be like the Beauty Blender, but better. I don't know, we'll have to test it out. I get so what's the word? Skeptical. Skeptical, oh my gosh, I can't talk today, of any brand that claims to have a sponge like the Beauty Blender, because nothing beats the Beauty Blender, you guys. Nothing beats it. So I figured I'd pick one up, try it out. You guys can try one out. That will be going with the palette. The day we were there was actually the day that the liquid lipsticks launched, so we got a full display of brand new product, fully stocked, and we were both just like, are we in heaven? So I picked up 3 colors, and then of course, you know, I picked up one for you guys. So the one I'm wearing on my lips today, and actually it's the same one that I got for the giveaway, is called Schoolgirl, and I actually was not expecting to like this one because I tend to gravitate towards cool toned lip products, like the blue toned or like the almost like the purpley nudes, and this is more of like a neutral, almost yellowy undertone. But I was asking Brittany, I was like, I need to take my bias out of it. Tell me which one you think would be the most universally flattering for the giveaway. That way anybody who wins it will look great in it. And we kind of both decided that this was the most universally flattering color. I'm surprised with how much I like it. I really like it, actually. Like, I really like it. So yeah, I'm wearing it on right here. My lips today, they smell, they have like they almost smell like MAC lipsticks. kind of like a slight vanilla scent to them. And they're not super, super thin in consistency, but they're not super thick either. So if I had to compare them to anything that maybe you've tried before, they kind of remind me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills lipsticks. They're not super liquidy like the Jeffree Stars, you know how they're like completely liquid and they feel like water. They're not that thin, and they're not quite as thick as like the Tarte like moussey ones. They're kind of like that in between. So far so good. I don't feel like it's caking up or flaking or anything like that, and so far so good. So yeah, I got Schoolgirl for me, Schoolgirl for you guys, and then I also picked up the color Unsettled and Vanity. So Vanity is the typical cool toned like dusty mauve that I tend to gravitate towards, and this is the one I was gonna buy for you guys, and then I was like, Brittany, help me. So we decided on Schoolgirl, but this one, as you can tell, kind of has like the blue toned, like, you know, undertone, and I don't know why, I tend to gravitate towards these. They're probably not the most flattering because they kind of have like that dustiness to them, and they kind of make you, I don't want to say they make you look dead, because they don't make you look dead, but whatever. I hope you guys understand what I'm trying to say. So yeah, Vanity has that like dustiness, like the dusty mauve, and then Unsettled is more of like a brighter nudie pink, and as you can see here, it's just more of like a, like these are more nudes. This is like definitely a pink, and let's swatch it on my hand. Very, very pretty. I will say Brittany had swatched a couple of these on her hand, and we were trying to wipe them off with makeup wipes. Wouldn't come off. She went home, showered, still on her hand. So the staying power is pretty good. They have a lot of products there that aren't, you know, Morphe brand. They have like Jeffree Star Cosmetics and just like a bunch of other stuff that we've heard of a lot. And one of those is Impressions Vanity. So they had these right here. These are the Glow Me, what are these called? Selfie ring lights. That's what they're called. Brittany and I both got one of these, and they're supposed to be the little things that you connect to your phone. I haven't tried mine yet, but Brittany tried hers, and we were both just like, oh my gosh, that's so bright. So you can see they kind of clip onto your phone, and they surround your camera, so you have like a ring light on your selfie, like your phone, which is amazing, and it is like really bright. Oh yeah, look at that. Well, you can't really tell because I'm already pretty bright, but look, like you can see, look at my face. Look at how it like illuminates my face, and then it, oh my gosh, it only gets brighter and brighter and brighter. This is gonna be great. Lastly, I got a ridiculous amount of brushes, but it's really easy to go overboard because all the brushes are a la carte, and so you just kind of grab a brush here, grab a brush there, and before you know it, you're $300 deep in brushes. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and quickly go through the ones that I bought and show you which ones will be in the giveaway, and then we are done. First up is a fan brush, the M310 brush. I have a Morphe fan brush, but I think it's a little bit smaller than this, so I wanted to get a different one. Then I got the M433 brush. I got 3 of these, 2 for me, 1 for the giveaway. I got 2 because I have a feeling I'm really, really gonna like this brush. It reminds me a lot of the MAC 217, but a little bit smaller, which is like perfect for getting right into that crease area of your eye. You can even do like a smoky lower lash line with it. And I just feel like it's a very universally useful blending brush. Then I got 2 of the M506 brushes, 1 for me, 1 for you guys. Actually, these 2 brushes, the M433 and the M506, Jaclyn Hill used in one of her tutorials. And so I really wanted to pick them up to try them out to like see if they worked as she was describing. So the M506 is like a teeny tiny, like very precise blending brush, which is perfect for that like outer V corner of your eye. I haven't tried any of these brushes yet, so I can't like attest to the fact that they work that way, but that's what this is like meant for, and it worked really well in her video. Then I picked up the M441, which is a little bit like longer, more fluffy blending brush. This reminds me a lot of the Sigma F30, where it's like the in-between, like kind of like buffer outer brush, but right now it's like skinny enough and not fluffed out, so where I think it'll work really great for a crease brush. I don't really know. I went a little crazy on the crease brushes, so we'll have to see how those work. Then I got 2 of the M139, one for me, one for you guys, and it looks like this one is just a teeny bit bigger than the M506. It's just a little bit more fluffy, a little bit more like compact and a little bit more dense. So I feel like that would work to like pack on color and then blend it out on the outer V. I figured it'd be something that you guys would like too, especially with that palette with like those dark, deep matte colors. I think it'll work great for that outer corner of your eye. Then I got the M502 and the M503. So these are more blending brushes, surprise, surprise. The M502 looks a lot like the Sigma F40, or not F40, E40. E for eye, F for face, E40. It's just like really big and really fluffy, and I feel like that would work to like buff out color and really blend things together. And then the M503 is a little bit bigger than the 139. So I kind of have like a whole entire like wide range of blending brushes. The last like big fluffy blending brush I got is the M504, and this one is like even bigger than that last one. It's even more fluffy than the 502. So I think this will really work for those days where I go a little bit overboard on the shadow and it's really like apparent and kind of like harsh looking. I feel like I can go over my entire lash, or why do I keep saying lashes? My entire lid, and just kind of buff it all out. It's also big enough to where you can even use it as like a highlighting brush on your cheekbones if you really wanted to go there. So I don't know, this is a very universal brush. Then I picked up some more like stubby blending brushes, and I feel like this is almost like a pencil brush. In fact, I'll probably use it like a pencil brush. It's the M169. I just feel like this would be great for that lower lash line to get like a dense amount of color, but like a precise line kind of. So I think this was like the closest to a pencil brush I could find, so I picked that up. And then I also picked up the E17, so this is from the Elite collection, and this one is like, this reminds me a lot of the M503, 506. Yeah, 506, but a little bit more like fluffy. So I should have like every single possible blending brush size after this haul. The last eye brush I got is the M508, which is like a short, stubby smudge brush. And I love me some smudge brushes, especially for my upper lash line when I'm wearing pencil liner and I want to smudge it out. And I don't have a Morphe one, so now I do. I also picked up 3 face brushes. This one is the M523. I was trying to get a backup of the contour brush that I own, which is the M523. Oh, okay then, it is a backup. I thought I was debating between 2 different like of these contour-ish brushes. There was one that was a little bit more stubby, and I thought that was the one that I have, but I guess I already have this, so this is the backup for me. But yeah, I think technically they call this like an angled foundation brush, but I use it to contour. I use it like every single stinking day, so I'm kind of glad I have a backup. I was looking for a blush brush, and Brittany recommended this one. It's the MB4. Is that right? Kind of smudged off a little bit. Yeah, MB4. And this is just like a fluffy, angled, kind of contour-ish brush. This reminds me of the Sigma F30, I think is what it is. Right here, F40. It kind of has that same general angled shape, but it's a little bit more dense and compact. And I'm just looking for a holy grail blush brush, and I think this might be it. Lastly, I picked up the R2 from the Rose Gold collection. They had 2 brushes that I was like really teetering between for bronzer. I really want to buy that Tom Ford bronzer brush, but it's like $120. And I can't justify spending that much on a brush. So I was trying to find a Morphe dupe for it, and this is the one I decided on. So I feel like it's kind of fluffy, but still like kind of smushed. So you can use it to bronze and kind of contour at the same time. So I'm hoping that this works as a replacement for the Tom Ford. If I eventually get the Tom Ford, maybe I'll do like a drugstore versus high-end and see if it really does compare. But this will be my bronzer brush. All right guys, well that is the end of my giant Morphe haul. Stay tuned for my giveaway where you can win all of these projects right here. So the 25A palette, the new liquid lipstick in the color Schoolgirl, the flawless blending brush, and then wait, did I say flawless blending brush? I did. Flawless blending sponge, and then 3 eyeshadow brushes to go with your new palette. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.